Hello. How's it going? I have a feeling my everything is broken. Where did it go? Dash not correct. You're supposed to be there. Hello Ashlight, hello Topo Potato, hello Norse Track. We're playing the new Saint DLC today. Hi. It was exporting to the wrong thing. Lol. Truthfully, I don't really know what I want to do. I do have a idea. I'm gonna do Saint, though. At least the one time. One time for the one time. Also to see what Live Split does. Then, for Watcher, I kinda don't care as much. Update Live Split, yes. Surely nothing bad will come of this. Still gives me like a major error every time I launch Live Split. I don't think that's a good thing, guys. Show. Watcher's gonna get an update, right? When? When update, guys? When do we think update, guys? Could be tomorrow. We don't know. Approximately 1 week, 8 days. Do you actually know that from something? Or are you just saying things? Otherwise, the thing that I was thinking about was Watcher, right? Watcher. Could have it. I've never seen a single person go to the portal in Badlands that goes over to Unfortunate Development. Yes, there's one there, by the way. And if you're one room away, which pretty much everyone has walked at least the one room away, it shows up on your map. On your, like, total, like, grid map. Which makes no sense at all. And I've never seen a single person find it, ever. I've watched a lot of people play through Watcher now. After looking at the map, it is extremely not simple to get up there. You need float to reach. You're also constantly getting attacked by the bugs. You need like 2 or 3 spears. The other thing is if you have the ultimate ability, you just can't do it. Absolutely insane. Who thought this was good? there's so many small decisions for what Watcher has done that makes no sense to me in some cases. I think it's funny. It like doesn't matter that it's there either, because the other way is so much easier. But also at the same time, cold storage is a nightmare to pad through. And then I've realized there's a lot of one-way sections, and then there's just like a massive 6-room area with only one exit out of it in multiple situations. Hello, Skylar. I was talking about Badlands as a connection to unfortunate development, and I've never seen a single person find that. Also, we're gonna find out if live split actually works. It's a miracle. So if you check if you like loaded your save right now that you beat the game with, there's a very high chance that you can see that there is a connection from Badlands to Unfortunate Evolution. And a lot of people have seen this and are like, yeah, there's a portal there. So if you're one room away, a portal will show up on the map like that, right? But also, this is the new patch, so I have to eat it before actually going in, by the way. That's just how that works. The bug on tell us a lot. Yes! Where the actual portal is just makes no sense. I can't believe it's there. It's so funny to me. It is so insane of a location. Like, I don't know anyone that would even attempt to look for it. Like, if you wanted to hide the biggest mystery of all of Rain World, you put it right where it is. Oh, man. From Badlands to Garbage Waste. The Maz. Oh, Golden Strand. Internet kinda hates me. Hello, Ashley. What portal is a Badland? There's a connection from Badlands to Unfortunate Evolution that I've never seen anyone find. And I only know it really exists because I checked the interactive map. If you're one room away from a portal, it shows up on the map again. And pretty much everyone's been one room away, and everyone can kind of see that there's a question mark location. I got really unfortunate lag there. That messed up that whole grapple section. Very interesting. Discord is not chill. It just told me someone just started Rain World. Which is so odd. This new overlay. Like, it's kind of cool. It also just kind of lags everything, seemingly. But you just know what everyone's doing, man. If someone's doing something remotely alike to what you're doing, it will tell you. Which I guess is good. I'm not gonna say who just launched Rain World. But it did happen. And one of the more unfortunate evolution build up even cooler. Put you in the center. I just saw cold storage put you at the end, actually. So I'm not sure. For another region, yes. Normally everyone will find Fortunate Evolution from cold storage. Because that's fairly simple. You still have to have critical thinking to decide that you need to check the shortcuts, however. Hello, Four Pebbles. Hello, Sneak Dog. Are you aware of the elusive, unfortunate evolution portal in Badlands? Slug life, exactly. I'm gonna have a kind of an announcement. I will probably say a bit later. By the way. For future of stream things and otherwise. I do kind of hate holding down sometimes. I shouldn't do it in that room. Please. Okay. Cool. I'm noticing a lot of lag. A lot more than I remember. Before the other portal, yeah. It's kind of more, do you go up or you go down? And if you go down, you find the portal first. Not everyone will take the portal, though. The creatures added by Washer will be added to base area. What do you mean by that? You mean arena? Because they'll definitely be added to arena eventually. When we out of bound in one of the portal rooms. I don't know what that conversation's about. Instead of ringing over here, I thought about skunks. Exactly. Please don't add the crabs. Please add crabs. Must have drill crabs. And coral. White lizard always acts very odd in this room. They're a little overstimulated. It's a bit much for them right now. I thought I was facing the other direction. Crabs and drainage, please. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think they're fine just where they are. We'll salty syrup. It's literally the worst place for them. I'm sure we can find worse places. Trust me. Oh, we can find worse places. How do they interact with Miros birds, you think? Ever think about that? Do you think they can get grabbed? By a Miros bird? Anything that can delay you longer in memory crypts. Like replace the centipede spawns near the end with coral crabs. So you just can't take the easy path. You gotta go along the outside now. This would be a fun addition to Inv. I think it would be more interesting than the exploding snails. But also, the point of Inv isn't to be impossible. It's just supposed to be horrible. It's just supposed to be horrible. Where the coral crabs could literally just cause it to be impossible. Water regionally is others, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Apparently, there's a lot of code in place for portals and other things to work with other characters, however. See my zap coil underhang. I don't know what that means. That was a very unfortunate tongue miss. Oh my goodness. Kind of brought it back. I could have been better. No moth in normal regions. They could be cool. I feel like they don't really. It's odd. I don't really see them do anything. It's weird how they changed the popcorn in Saint, if y'all noticed. I haven't really been seeing a whole lot on Discord lately, because I've been pretty busy. It's extremely important. A chill grab dupe glitch is terrible on first playthroughs. That's just every time you rest in a region, another spawn of crabs spawn, right? Is that how that works? Because that's what it feels like. My chat is slightly delayed. I'm not reading chats so immediately. Refresh the page if you think it's delayed on your end. I didn't see anything. Definitely don't want to let go of you. Every time you enter and re-enter a region, okay? Interesting. I did see a very fun clip from Opsian. I really like what Opsian's doing. It's been cool. I don't look at what content creator, in quotes, people do, if y'all don't know. Really just don't. So I've started to a little. I see enough of Rainworld as it is. I don't need to see it in my time not playing it. Maybe that's weird to say. That and a lot of stuff other people would find interesting isn't nearly as interesting to me. Mostly on the side of people say, oh, look at this crazy moment that happened. And I've lived through far crazier moments. Oh my goodness. So sometimes I have difficulty relating on things, because I know it's crazy for them. But I consider it just another J for a lot of things that happened. That was really bad and really annoying that that happened. Why did I have to come through right then? That's a lot of time. That's like 25 seconds lost from that. I think Saint likes Weathens. I feel like this message was bait for something else. This is a brand only watcher disabled, shared useless stuff, I wonder. What do you mean by that? Which, I don't know what you're responding to when you say that. They said extremely unimportant. I've seen 15 cards on one. I don't know what you mean by that. I still don't know what you mean by that. Did I hear it wrong? I'm reading things way out of order. Just so you're aware. But portals, there is some code on how they work in other campaigns. Like, the Scav King is immune to portals. Is basically what I mean. Like, why would they code that? Kind of thing. It's only there if watchers enable. Apparently the singularity bomb is part of base game now. I might be wrong about that. I think there's a lot of weirdness. It might just be Watcher by itself. I'm not sure. There's a lot of weirdness going on. Base game has been changed. I've heard Monk has colored pearls now. Also, completely not intentional change because Rainwold is 64-bit now. That means all of the proto long legs placements, all of the lengths of the proto long legs are different. Which is, there's a very problematic location in Rivulet that covers an entire section. I do not know how to explain. I think a lot of other places just kind of have them as 0 length now. But all of the lengths are just not what they're supposed to be in every placement. It might make a lot of places easier. That's so terrible. Just want the gooey duck, thank you. I don't know what's base game or just like also exists in Watcher kind of stuff, if that makes sense. That guy went through the wall, I think. Also, let's assume the anonymous and the walkers religious sometimes. I also don't know what you mean by that, because that's always been the case. That has always been true. I haven't tested Watcher without MSC either. Is the other thing. We'll finish this run, even though I'm an entire minute behind. Because of that centipede. Just be MSC till... okay. Where my question comes from. What does shared DLC mean? I thought I heard something weird happened to Singularity Bomb. Wasn't sure. I should have went up, but we'll go right here. Going up left side might actually be better, but I don't like the beginning of it. Although this part on right side isn't as great. Hello, Belinda. But the fact that Portal Code interacts with our campaigns made it I expect a addition from remote portals to other regions. I don't know how that would work. But I think for adding stuff for modding for people is good. Like how it flashed a not correct screen for a moment. Ongoing through that 5% addition. It seems like entering and exiting, mostly exiting, the gate rooms is a bit odd visually. I've noticed more than usual. Okay. Alright, man. Hello, Intigus. I think I saw one of your posts. I didn't finish listening to it because my phone was dying. I like the visualizers you've been doing a lot, by the way. That was terrible. There's a new DLC shared. Who knows that clouds MSC creatures that appear in Watcher campaign without MSC enabled. Okay. I don't know how Watcher would work in Expedition or Bingo. It's so different. Missed my gritty. It is a shame it's not a global emote. Oh, that was some other emote I was thinking about.
You are kind of blowing my mind right now.
That was really good. I am backwards. Hello, Saren. We're not doing Watcher today. Is that why you have graced us with your presence? Hello. However, there is the one threat of the main menu is a different thing, although it's the one you would get if you started the game and had Watcher enabled anyway. So maybe it doesn't matter. So maybe you've seen it. I don't know what you know of the DLC. Right now, the only thing we're probably going to talk about is how the base game has been changed because of Watcher. I wish that didn't grab that. I hate birds. It's okay, I don't mind that. Okay. If you do see it, I just won't say anything about what we're actually seeing. Why are you here? Okay. Centipedes. At least they're there and not in the pipe. Surely the other one isn't there. When you do play it, please don't kill me. That's fine. I'm gonna restart. When you do play it, I definitely want to talk to you about how you feel about things. Also, just on a, what is it? A story writing standpoint as well. Also, that isn't too much of a problem. I had a centipede just kind of sit in place and it lost me a minute earlier. So don't worry about that. But also, it's weird that he's there. Surrounded by lanterns. But Watch has been good. I was able to do everything I wanted. There's one kind of weird secret thing I want to try doing. It's like a different way to progress. That isn't faster, and I don't know why it exists in Watcher. I don't get it. No one's ever found it naturally, as far as I'm aware. Hello, Shrub. We're gonna try to not talk about too much about Watcher for now, if that's good. Also, if you notice, Shrub, I have to eat all 4 food to actually rest in the shelter. Also messed that up really bad. Also, it still didn't even count. That's weird. Maybe I don't get what's going on, but I can't eat just a certain amount. So curious what you know. I was told by someone that stuff seems to have become base game with those other base game changes, like Singularity Bomb being base game now. So if we had to dodge blows already, imagine it's going to get worse. Probably. I think the most important thing for you, Saren, that I would recommend is at least playing for the first little bit. Because it shows a lot about what Watcher is really about, and you'll kind of just get it from there. So for some reason, Shrub, if I don't actually eat all the food, it counts me as starving. Does that make sense? I don't actually know if that's what it is, but there's some very odd situation where I'm still left as starving instead of having eaten. So if I go into the shelter and then eat the other two, it might just be I'm in a pipe and not physically existing, which might be why that's actually happening. Surely a bug? I mean, it's a... Yeah. I don't know. I have an idea of why it's like that because of the things that Watcher does. I do feel like a lot of my bug reports influence the game in ways that I never expected. I still can't talk about that, by the way. For people who don't know, I did some testing for Watcher. My NDA ends tomorrow at noon. Because that's 2 weeks after release. Although there's not too much I get to talk about other than my experience testing. Well, there is things I want to talk about. Which will be good. That was pretty good. Tried a new thing that time. Color the visualizer. Give us the devs a Watcher instant gate warp so we don't have to cache the 5. I've already said that. Andrew was worried that new players would use it. Or it wouldn't be the proper experience. And I said, it is your experience. You do what you feel is the best. We will deal with it one way or another. But then I brought it up a second time now. See what they think. But don't worry, they knew before release that exact thing. I know what you're thinking about. I need to read your comment again, Antigus, I'm sorry. I cannot read paragraphs. If you do the paragraph, but like in 3 separate messages, I can read it better. By the way. Because all I see is a block of text, and I can't read that. TikTok short reading skilled, unalived. I don't remember what the other terms are. Sorry. New terms created by technology. Ice threatening people. TikTok doesn't say that's threatening. I'm so proud. Okay. Antigus, they're updating SCP Secret Lab. They're adding a goon. That's not a joke. They're straight up adding a goon. I don't know if we play when that happens. However, it's a good update, but it's not like too crazy. So didn't actually stream it the last time because I wanted to just play the game at the time. Thanks for calling it. The hit Film Express worked and even required a license at a zombie company. Whoa. Otherwise, James Video Cult would send barnacles to you. It's true. Ethical happening. What are you ethical hacking? Wiki finally get updated. Are we? Nope. Nope. I've been stolen. Finally, card with contribution tomorrow. Are you locked out right now, Inticus? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I do have an announcement for at some point in the stream. I don't know if I should do it now or later. I guess I can just say it multiple times. I am moving. I will not be streaming next week. I may stream Saturday. I will give no other potential things that I'll be saying otherwise. That meaning, as far as anyone is aware, Saturday the last time I will stream for a while. This caramel does not exist. It's very odd. I hope it goes smoothly. I hope it goes well too. I don't know where exactly I'm going to live yet. And all of the places reviews were basically like verbatim. I sent this to Crab too. It was literally, this is the most expensive slum I've ever lived in. That was the review. Like, oh my goodness, dude. What do I even believe anymore? I feel like people don't actually use reviews to say good things, is the thing, however. That was just one of the places I looked at. Moving out of outskirts. The problem with me moving right now is I'm not immediately moving into a place. I don't have something immediately lined up. Because pretty much, while I've been streaming, I have moved. I just didn't tell anyone. But this time, I don't immediately have a place I'm going into. Is the thing. So we're seeing what's gonna happen with that. If it works out, yeah. That yeek actually killed my momentum underneath me. We can find something, yes. There's a few places, I just don't know if it's good. I feel like there's nothing really like that great. Especially where I'm trying to find stuff, which I'm not going to talk about on stream at least. But for most people, I'm more than okay to talk about it off stream. Also, I've always noticed this. I've never really paid attention to it until it was actually a bug report from one of the other testers. When playing Saint, the karma symbol actually, like, is dimly lit. I don't actually know why that's like that. Good drawings, yeah. The emote Strub's been getting from people is really good. I also have gotten a new emote. Saren, go to your emotes and press explode. And tell me what you find. I love the emote, sorry. What's going on in there? Eminem emote. There are dangerous criminals behind me. I love the emotes so much. Better Twitch has the base version one that it's based off of. Hello, Knuckles. A very Saintful run. I don't know if that's the correct emote to be posting for that, but hello. How's it going? Are you exploding today, Knuckles? Are you full of watcher joy? Please. Oh my goodness. I pay attention for a second. I must not be taken by the centipede. Sure am. Very good. We're not going to talk about Watcher too much right now. Because there's some people in chat who have not played yet. And should at least play the beginning section. Hint, hint. Nudge. Nudge. So you know what the basic idea is about. I'm kidding. Hate. Whoa. From Sonic, yes. It's me, I'm sorry. You can't talk in any Discord now. Can't talk to nobody. I do want to ask you, and it's kind of true for everyone, the bingo stuff I need to start preparing for the next thing. Saren already gave you a basic idea of what I was thinking, but it's not really... The basic idea isn't like everything. I don't know what you would be thinking of either. Or how you're feeling about it now. I know you've been very busy with the stuff you've been doing, which has been very cool. Straight binging it. Also, the bingo mod just doesn't work right now. Which we do need. I wasn't gonna poke Nasu until like a little bit later, potentially. If I have time again. Right now, the idea is, can you get something for the end of May? Is my only thought for you. That is my initial timeline that I'm thinking. I don't know the order of how I want to do things just yet. I'm definitely going to want to make sure I have a lot of things done through this April on my end, so stuff doesn't have to take time. Let me tell you, I've come to hate you shrubs since you began to live. Million miles of printed circuits and wafer. Hey, pay attention. I can't lose this run to Knuckles copy pasta. This run's very good, by the way, so far. I didn't grab gooey ducks, guys. Is there gooey ducks off to the left here? Oh no, dude. Oh no, bro. It's Jover. No. You have your own emote that's cinema, but Better Twitch also has cinema. Do you have emotes that are your own emotes? That is also my question. Speaking of thing, I almost missed out on what you said because to me, reading the Knuckles copy pasta. Yes, I think I've been destroyed by the Knuckles copy pasta because I was focusing on that and not picking up Gooey Ducks. Make a Kobe to drawing emotes. I'm gonna drink water now too. I've been like oddly sick, but not sick. Oh, HDMZ also. Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you, Shrub, since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits and wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nano-angstrom of these hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1000th of the hate I feel for Shrub at this micro-instant. For you. Hate. Hate. Anyway, how's your day? Alright. How's it going, Knuckles? I hope you're having a good time. Too much adopting rando to 1.10 hours bingo affected. The way bingo's affected is that Nasu is in 0 Rain World Discords currently, and I didn't want to poke him. I could definitely DM him, though. I'm sure they have their reasons. I'm not going to worry about it. But also, for people who do have access, I'm sure other people who have access to the code base can figure it out. Got asked twice, how comes I study physics, not music? What? What do you mean, Anticus? Do you study physics? Yeah, see it for alright, thank you for stopping by, Shrub. Strange indeed. Why did your cinema post not get turned into the emote, Anticus? Did you not do it right? This guy made a can through the mic. Whoa. That was me drinking water, yes. I gotta cut this out of context. Imagine if Saint was a D&D wizard and they were surely this. I've been studying, learning, and buying everything that being able to wizard discovered. So clip that out of context. Okay. Nice. Check something real quick. Whoa. I see the thing Golden Strand was trying to show me. Screamed it instinctually, I understand. Can I even post Better Twitch in here? Some reason when I'm in this mode, I can't see Better Twitch. I know it exists though. It's cinema sentence case, which I find odd.
They're here.
I'm not sure
This
why.
is bad.
Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna restart this run. I'm gonna drink water for a second though. If you don't have Better Twitch, you can see it on the screen. The screen. Screamer. Some of the emotes of Better Twitch are nice because they're a bit wider. That's kind of the big thing about them. Bachelor in physics. My first year was gone terribly, but it was really, yeah. How... You don't have to answer that question. But also, how many years are you actually in? Because I know it's definitely... I don't know what it's like for you. When it comes to any of that kind of thing, especially engineering, physics, otherwise, the first 2 years, at least for engineering, is very general in a lot of ways. I know physics is different, so I don't know everything yet. Like method or regular job, okay. Um, but I also know for a lot of different places, depending on the college, depending on where you're going, they might try to make everything really hard the first 2 years to try to weed out people, which is definitely true for some majors. It's very true. You want that to be true in one region, one major more than others, then it is computer science. I completely dissuaded someone from going into computer science because I was basically like, this is going to be the hardest major you could possibly do. And they're like, I know how to make app on smartphone. I'm like, okay. You're not ready for that. You're not ready. This person will die. You can always do anything, of course. Medically diagnosed as stubborn is understandable. You can actually do whatever, but how much are you gonna hurt yourself for it? And how worth it do you think it is? Is another thing I will say to you. I definitely did a lot. There's definitely the point where sometimes you just gotta do stuff. So if you want to go do it, go and do it. Do whatever you want. Is one of the hardest starts. I don't know about physics as being a hard start. I don't know everything specifically on the physics. Me doing from engineering, I have a pretty good idea. It's probably not as different. Slug car licks the ceiling. I think the first years are more hard because you're not used to that kind of workload, or at least how college is structured as well. Oh, I try to do it fast. That's unfortunate. I wanted to see if it would work because I've been doing it way too safe for a while. Definitely. Mathematics, I think, at the beginning compared to the later years are like. Not sure what you mean by that. You mean you like the later years math more? I definitely will say. Well, two things. One, the hardest class I ever took was Intro to Quantum Physics. Dang. That class, dude. Oh my goodness. But also, for mathematics, Calculus 2, Calculus goes to 3, by the way. Calculus 2 was the hardest, mostly because it was the class I had first semester of my first year. And it did not pull punches. It was basically, I did homework for that class all of Saturday. Not all of it, of course, but a good amount of it. There's a lot of also just teaching myself how to write stuff well. Living on your own, yes. Intention doesn't work. That was annoying. Okay, that was actually really good timing. I'm counseling today, though. Though lessons hardly learned. I think being able to have any sort of counseling... You mean like counseling therapy level of things? Or counseling as this is what your next classes are going to be and what to expect career-wise or otherwise? Oh yeah, also for the... I know this doesn't mean anything maybe to you, but one of the smartest people I ever knew was a physics major. Me and him took Intro to Quantum Physics, which I still think is the hardest class you could really... I have ever done at least. And he's like, I don't want to do physics anymore. If this is what it's all about, I'm going into accounting. I was like, oh, okay. All right, man. I could do math. It'll be easy. I mean, he's right. I just didn't expect him to say that. I liked it because it proved a lot of stuff that I believe to be true. That being that nothing in normal physics is real or really correct. It's based on theories, which are technically assumptions. Which I think is fun. Class level getting help with emails saying where disability is. Okay. Also, we have ads now. Why is the whole screen shaking? I think that is very cool. Different than any resource that I've ever heard. I didn't get ads. Probably will soon though. It says there's ads happening right now. Is the thing. Also, I've been noticing, so I've been going back and trying to edit clips from the past few streams, right? I notice I slowly shrink off screen over the duration of the stream. Also, I have my head at very odd angles. I don't finish on usual time. Okay. I think having someone to help you out for how you want to actually schedule things is very important. It's also the, I know you're up really late into this, which I know that also isn't helping. What funny clips do you make? Right now, I'm sending a bunch to an editor. And they're going to try to make a thing, and then we're going to figure out how we want to go forward if I want to actually have them edit stuff for me. Please let go of me. This is barely influencing me, but it's influencing me enough that I couldn't get up. But it would just be all of my streams of Watcher. But yeah, I was noticing a lot of just how I had... If I was in my... Because we're using a new program to track, right? Track my movements. If I was using the other program, it would have looked great. But in this program, it kind of just does like... I have my head like this for a good bit. Or I'm like leaning forward like a lot, like this, is what I've noticed. I remember that well. Fluid dynamics. Yes. I wasn't... Like, I had fluid dynamics. I don't remember anything from that class at all. Could not tell you a thing, bro. I don't remember anything from most of my classes, I've got to be honest. But if I had to do them again, I could do them. It'd take a little bit for me to do it again, but... So here's like the main thing. Also just brought out that thing. I have a... So you can have a cheat sheet during tests, right? For like some of my engineering classes, I really just didn't need it. Or it's like you write certain things, but you're still like writing very clearly and has very good spacing between everything for everything you actually need. For Intro to Quantum Physics, you couldn't have put more words on the page. And we had it double-sided. I can't describe to you, without showing you it directly, I can't describe to you how full that was with formulas and different ways to express different things or different things to expect, kind of different examples on stuff. 1,000 formulas, the knowing what formulas for what is definitely important. Just kind of going through the problems and being like, all right, I need to find this. A lot of classes kind of go the same after you learn the steps of what you're actually doing. It's like you're just focusing really hard. I guess that makes sense. I think it doesn't look as great though. Why? Why does this happen? Okay. Guess that was okay. How have I been? I'm moving soon. Saturday will likely be the last stream. I was gonna start driving on Saturday, but I think I'm not going to do that now. Why? Oh! Please. On the road again. Blah, 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 blah. Also, I took Intro to Quantum Physics, right? That was an elective for me. I took that. I could have took astronomy. Easiest A is what I've heard. Easiest A in your life. Took Intro to Quantum Physics. I'm like, it is hard. I've been told it's hard. Why not? We'll just do it. Very hard. Still, oh man, some of the equations are just so long. Black body radiation. I'm dying. So hard to explain. Looks good on paper. It doesn't look good on paper because I got a lot worse of a grade. No one would say me making the choice of taking that class is good, except for I wanted to take it, kind of thing. Hello, on board. It was actively likely a bad decision, I guess is the best way to put it. Because at this point, so here's something I'm gonna say to people. No one cares about minors. So when you have a major, you can have minors. I had 2 minors. I graduated engineering, so I'm not gonna say exactly which one right now. And then I had mathematics and robotics as my minors. No one cares about your minors. No one cares about minors. You care about your minors. Do what you want. It doesn't matter what anyone else wants. Because really all that anyone cares about is you have X major you have X GPA and you have X experience with working with places or certain other things that you've gotten from either internships or you've had a job. While you're at college, definitely be looking out for places you get a job or otherwise. I'm not gonna go over everything I've done in college. That's more of me kind of saying a general thing. At least not on stream. Not yet, at least. Hello, Dreki. Hello. Are you winning the battles of hunger and eating food? Oh my goodness. So Knuckles came in, posted a copy pasta, and then I forgot the gooey ducks and just decided to undo the run despite being 12 seconds ahead. So that's what's happening so far, I was saying. Copy pasta, too yummy. True. Hide and seek game be unfair. Whenever I done a hide and seek game, we always said you couldn't be straight black or whatever background color exists. And you had your eyes also be visible. I could talk a lot about college stuff, by the way, if people really want to talk about that. Because I have seen a lot when it comes to that and the engineering physics side of things. Engineering, physics, and mathematics. I could tell you how at least my college did things and what you would expect and what might be good to look for otherwise. The one thing I never did, because I only went to the one college, is that it's definitely very much not all colleges are equal again. Which I went to a very good college for what it was, but also not all teachers are equal, and I despised my one teacher for this one thing. Oh boy. Did not like that I did that. Talk me 7 times over the concert if I think it'll be motivated to get exercise. Yes. Editing your class really rough. Yes. They can go both ways. So here's kind of the thing about colleges and stuff, right? There is a point where you are just playing the game of passing the class. You're not so much just learning it, you're also just playing the game and passing the class. And sometimes you just gotta be aware of that, and you gotta play the game. You gotta lean into it. But you also gotta not forget why you're really there, and that is to actually learn the stuff. That's really unfortunate time. Hey, we made it by anyway. One thing I super recommend is to just ask questions. So here's another thing that a lot of people don't think about, is that whatever class you like, or teacher you like, or otherwise, that is like doing the thing that you'd want to do, or around the topic that you'd want to be part of, just talk to them, or ask questions, like legitimate questions that you would want to know. Because having references and asking like actual college professors for references or otherwise is really, really big. Having those connections is very important. when you graduate, and this is more true, say graduate with a master's or a doctorate, those people are, the people who taught you are then your colleagues to some degree. Is the other thing. I know that can be weird, especially in a physics or mathematics environment, where people are just so far ahead, or they are legitimately 60 years old and you're 20, which is also a little weird to think about. Okay, that was sketchy. I forget where I was gonna exactly go with this. But knowing when you want to go in and being actually interested in talking to people and learning is important. Especially for getting to where you actually want to go with things. Here's kind of the other thing I would say is going for a master's, depending on what you're doing, especially with like physics or otherwise, also itself is something that leads into a job, and just talking to people is good for that. I shouldn't have moved forward. I should have just stayed still. That's really unfortunate. I've seen getting masters be a good thing. Or at least going into a research side. It definitely kind of depends on what kind of situation you can end up in. Where if you're getting a master's, you're going to be a researcher. While otherwise you'd be going straight into a working job position in the field. I don't know how that works for physics. Because if you're doing any research, you definitely want to go in master's and PhD side. And be doing research on different things. That's what I hate hearing the person. It's so easy, right? Are you for real? As someone who's had to teach a lot of people speedrunning, or just other things in general, it can seem easy, or at least it's like you as someone as a master of your thing trying to teach people who have no idea about anything, to you it's second nature. It is easy. Calculus is easy. It is literally elementary, as kind of Inticus says. It is the building blocks of so much stuff, and it's hard to say. Like, it is hard to do correctly, but it's such a simple thing of what it really actually does once you get down to it. It's not wrong though. You need to understand that. Like, it takes so long to like fully understand it, but there's a lot that's just is basic. It's someone trying to be someone saying like, it's so easy, right? They're trying to make it where you're interested in learning more. It's like, oh, it is easy. I get why it can be so bad and it falls flat though. Because I kind of feel that way sometimes when I'm saying things. Because to me, a lot of stuff is easy. Especially with movement with the game. It's like, oh, you can just do this. And it's easy. And they're like, that's the hardest thing you've ever explained to me in your life. So sometimes it's hard to know what really is like the hard point for people. It's different for everyone. Gotta keep in touch. What do you mean by that? But I don't know. I don't know the college professor side. I don't know what it's like. I do know it's stressful. We agree to disagree. Don't know. I'm just saying That's why they say that. Like, to people that are teaching it, it is something that is pretty simple. Or at least they're trying to make it so it's interesting to you. They're trying to do everything they can so you learn it. And you can enjoy it as they do. Level 1 needs to hum your descriptors and fundamentals. Yes. So here's another thing about writing, whether this be a research paper or really anything. If you're gonna be talking and writing about stuff, you need to talk and write about it in a way that someone who knows nothing about your field could read it and still follow along. So if you're, so say Indigus, you wrote something about making music. You need to write it in a way that someone who doesn't know what a note is, or even like just barely knows what a note is, can understand the thing that you're trying, the concept that you're trying to bring across. That is how research papers are supposed to be written, at least. Some things, of course, are going to only build off of prior knowledge, but are going to have certain references or otherwise to make sure you understand what's going on. Hello, Callie. Hello. Full of saintfulness. We had a really good run earlier, but someone posted a copy pasta, and I got brain attacked, and I forgot to get gooey ducks, and we lost a lot of time. So I just reset. So we're doing this now. That prompt is bad for me, you're uncertain, I get too specific. So another thing is state things as things happening in current, or at least stay consistent with either being in current or past. And state things as fact that you're saying. You are not unsure. You are stating fact, even if it's your opinion. Is how you must write. Not many do this. It just sounds like gibberish when I have to go to find someone who does. Okay. I would never state my things as facts. You must state them as facts to get your point across correctly. Otherwise, it gets muddled by the fact you're trying to either be modest or you are unsure about what you're saying. Hello, Abysmal Sea Bunny. Okay. And speaking sophisticated random stuff. Exactly. That was alright. Just depends on how they understand what you're saying. Yeah. It's been a bit since I've been part of research paper writing things. But that is the idea. There's something for you to think about, Indigus. For physics things on the research side. And I know this matters more if you go into actual research, which would be you getting a master's or having a specific job position that is a research physicist, is that you must read scientific papers of what your colleagues have done research on and have done. And so you'll understand the format they're writing in and the stuff that are kind of different across. And just read things that you think is interesting you in physics. If you don't know, usually your school library will have an online resource that you can just see different scientific articles and just kind of look stuff up, depending on what your school actually has access to. Some things need to be bought to actually be able to read. But if you can't read it, your college, you ask your college, they may buy it for you. And not be an engineer. You don't need to be an engineer to be a researcher. I just recommend it, because the main thing about research papers is to get what you've learned and researched and the information you have done across and why it's interesting or important. You don't even need to say why it's interesting or important. You just need to say, we did this test, we found this is our conclusions. Usually. Just want to say that it's cool to know how stuff work. There's a point, however, in Ticus where, because if you're just studying things, if you just say study, because there's a difference between study and research. Studying is you just looking at previous works. And so there's a point where the textbooks aren't going to have everything. You have to look at scientific articles to learn more. And it's going to be very oddly specific research on very oddly specific things. And then beyond that, there's just not going to be any resources on certain things. And so you have to do your own research to figure out something. It also leads to the very great saying, don't remember who said this, a month in the lab can save a week in the library. Where in often cases, someone has probably already done the thing that you have done. And although you could test for it yourself and figure it out, it's probably easier to read and find out the thing. I think it's a little bit different time frame, but I think you get the idea. Reading people's stuff is good. Knowing what people have done for the thing that you're interested in. It's like if you're interested in space and rockets and stuff, which I know a lot of physicists are. My good friend went into physics because of that, actually. Just looking at specific works about space travel or otherwise, or the thing that you're interested in. Kind of messing up my peak movement a bit. I think you kind of get what I mean. I feel like I'm not saying it quite correctly. I've got to be honest. I am just kind of saying things. I think I should read more specific engineering stuff myself in my own time. I haven't been doing it nearly as much as I probably should. It's very good. There's some Twitch channels that kind of do stuff where they read over things, which I think is also very good. Homo Zygo, I believe I've seen as someone doing that, and they're more on the medical side of things. Just like one of my other friends that also was doing kind of the same thing. A lot of really cool medical stuff. Then applying formula as an engineer. I don't see how you're doing that much different. As I see it, there's mathematics, which is pure theoretical. Just a framework. Then there's physics, which is kind of putting it and still just kind of making theories from the pure theory that can be more useful. And there's engineers actually putting it into practice. I haven't thought about it in a while, but mathematicians, physicists, and engineers are just like on a scale. And on one end is mathematicians, on one end is engineers, and physicists are more or less in the middle on how they use and interact with things. Because I personally care as an engineer. I care about the actual application of things. Not so much just the research. Also, I forgot I actually needed the eek for some reason. Also, just because I was falling asleep. This is a little unfortunate. I think it may be time to do Watcher. I am not sure. I want to do the one Watcher thing we were thinking about. I'm also just kind of talking about stuff and not really paying attention to the game. That was good, though. We were 14 seconds ahead that one time. Which is what we need to be. Katana Zero DLC had a teaser trailer. As well. Katana Zero tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow. Like Planet Unknowns and stuff. Depends on what do you want to do research on. Is kind of the thing. Is also to be figuring about. So the other thing is, generally on the research side, you're going to want to get a master's at least as a research physicist, and where you actually want to go with that. I know, at least in the quantum physics side, it's super hard to go super into quantum physics because there's literally can only be... this is the kind of funny part. So the quantum physics specifically, there's only so many particle accelerators in the world. There's only so much equipment that can do what a quantum physicist does and actually do the research they need to do. That literally positions open when someone dies. And that's the only time that happens to get in on certain things. But for masters, you have to work under someone else. Your master's advisor is important. So figure out what you want to do really on a basic level. Kind of determines who you'd want to have as your advisor. Maybe it doesn't matter as much. It's important you have a good position for that. And there's often a lot of places that'll hire you part-time. So half the time is you working for them and half the time is you doing your research for your masters or your classes for your masters. And often both of them work towards your masters anyway, if that makes sense. That's generally how to go. All right, Saren, if you're real. I'm playing Watcher now. We're gonna play for a little bit because I want to test one thing, and then I'm gonna play Fez because I might be able to beat Fez now. Don't know what save this is. I also don't know what save this is. Odd. I'm just gauging it. That's good. It's still good to just be part of it and be doing things and talking to people and being very with it. I'm sure that's fine. Wait. Is it an engineer? Yes. Also, giga spoiler moment. I do want to see what everything looks like if we go out and about now. No Quanters, by the way. Ooh. I don't know where these portals go, so we're gonna find out. Hello, Flicker. We're gonna be testing post-game thing, specifically trying to get to the Badlands portal. With max karma, too, which I don't know if that is even possible. Yeah, you in it. Just gotta do it. Yes. Yeah. Just be doing things. Salivation. Just be doing things right now. This room looks odd. Seems much more lit. Does this one actually go to Badlands? Blue lizard, take it. There he goes. My hero. All I remember is the shipping crate land. Shipping crate land, I know connects to Badlands. Got sucked into it. That was weird. Just gotta do is the thing maybe the motor go to the maybe music all the way. I think stuff can combine. I very much think stuff can combine. To me, also, a bit of a thing from one of my advisors. He always saw engineers as needing to be more like artists. Maybe not everyone would agree with how he feels about a lot of stuff. It's people not needing to be so only formula and be willing to try and do things. Which I took that to heart a lot in a lot of things that I've done. Which is why I have come to understand artists a lot more, at least I wanted to. And tried. Oh wait, yeah, we can get to Badlands here. We gotta go to the right. So there's no wasted thing. For engineers, it's a little bit easier because it's always you putting stuff to application. I don't know everything on the physicist side. Then I know you talk to Lara into GIS. Lara's very much a pure mathematician. Very, very much. It's a little too much on the specifics of certain things than I care for. With pure mathematician stuff. So there's no spawns here. Which is unfortunate. Ooh. Problem solving is something like that. That is a bit of it, yeah. I mean, research can be very much... Research to solve a problem is still a research engineer, while researching is kind of just doing thing for a thing for physics. Then mathematics is also kind of doing that. Alright, we're trying to find the unfortunate evolution portal in Badlands. I know where it is. Also, this isn't good to hear. I don't know why I'm hearing it. There's something that just fell down. And a camera. Yes. Didn't know we could get purple meter on max karma. I thought it wasn't possible. I mean, you definitely can. Anyone in physics or engineering kind of just, once they know enough, you can really kind of just do whatever you want. I feel like with engineers especially, a lot of engineers become very self-sufficient and start not seeing the need of why they need to work with people or care about certain things, which is the one thing that I find very unfortunate. And it's been a very culture thing at times. Filling myself with mud. I'm the mud creature. I enter the ring. I throw trash all over the ring. I'm the trash man. Evil Watcher, Evil Watcher. Did you know that there is the listener? No, whoa! The taster. Did you know that there is a portal? No more M&Ms. Okay. I have a bag of M&Ms right here. There is a portal to unfortunate evolution. I do not smoke. It's a portal to unfortunate evolution in Badlands. I've never seen anyone naturally find it. I know where it is because of the interactive map, but I want to actually go to it now. So it's real, yes. Uh-oh. Bat flea. I'm gonna get you. I don't know how we get to it on the max level ability, however. I don't know if it's really reasonable. Max level ability really is just a debuff. Please, sir. A wild slug cat. Wait. In anticipation. The native sandworm emerging from its hiding place. With its spear, the slug cat waits just for the perfect moment for the worm to appear. Grapple worm and spore puff. It requires having a grapple worm. Is there a pearl up there? That's weird. Ah! They move. I know they did that. You be watching. I think it's a locust from around. It is. It is. Oh, guys, I don't know. It's just finishing what I can do. Yes. Yeah. I think it's good that you know what to expect going forward, though. Especially going in with the last year. Thinking about what you want to do after. Oh, it's this room, I believe. There's even an arrow trying to get you to go up. Which I find a little funny. Ooh. I'm a lot more tired at this time. I definitely... So... In the future, again, I am going to be moving. Saturday will be my last stream for a while. The other thing is that when I do stream, I likely will not be streaming later at night anymore. like I have been. Like I'll be streaming earlier is my intent. Do I stay covered in the goop when in the evil dimension? I guess I do. But also, I don't think this is possible for me anymore. Cirilla said there's some trick. With being able to ascend really, really high. On the max level ability. Okay, that's unfortunate. I forget what it is. Is that wall spearable? I change into the evil dimension so I can't hold anything. If I just turn invisible, that would be fine. Otherwise, yes. Okay, okay, I got it. I did it. A really bad timing. I think the evil bugs are going to kill me soon. Why? Surprised he even bit me. It felt like he also moved really fast for that kind of lizard. It looks like you can definitely do it. It is much harder than it probably should be, though. This is not the right place. Please, sir. So here's something I do want to know. It does kind of seem like it. Does the drill crabs actually just kill you off of gourmand physics? Because it kind of seems like it from the little bit I've seen. That was my rock. Permanently at max karma now? Yes. That's how echoes work. Because after a while, you can just keep getting echoes, and then it just removes the lower layers, if that makes sense. Whoa! The guy does not care. I don't understand these lizards. Did he not get hit directly by the rock, or did it, like, hit the sand oddly? It's kind of sounded like I went up here again. It sounded like it. I don't know why I'm coughing now. It feels like I inhaled water. Yeah, I think of the stun too. I don't know if it's just like on the first bounce they can only stun, or if it's just always like that. Where is the man? They kind of don't really react to it correctly, I feel like. It's like they don't actually get stunned, but they still get flipped over. Wow. We did it. I'm in the grain silo now. This is actually just a death pit, by the way. They're not really supposed to get out of here. So they can put cooldown? Yeah. I feel like it's random if you end up here, or if in the other location, as I've noticed. How early can you see this guy? Can you see them in this room? I don't think so. Oh, you can. Okay, I saw it. I remember seeing it and just didn't think anything of it. Or at least I didn't think it was going to be what it ended up being. I was like, oh, it's just like the stuff kind of still working. I think this is a great region. I think this is just a great whole setup. Isn't there supposed to be... Like, this makes sense, right? Isn't there supposed to be a pipe going off to the left here? Like, we know this configuration. We know this is unfortunate development. Isn't there supposed to be a pipe going to the left? That's the thing that I'm not sure if I'm remembering this correctly. I don't think this room's correct. It's not Pebbles, guys. It's not, yeah. We're not actually at Pebbles. It's someone else. So here's my theory. There's two ways this theory can work, alright? Alright. Supreme video game is in a whole lot of levels of which alternate universe are we in? So this is either Pebbles, but the rivulet doesn't happen, or two, Pebbles was not interrupted by Moon, alternate reality. One of those two, I feel like that's what's happening here. It's gotta be. That's how I've kind of see it right now, at least. There's just rocks floating out here. It's kind of fun. Guess that makes it so we can go a bit faster. really getting speed here, wow. Questionable terrain, however. Is my nightmare Bebbles? Full of Bebble? That's all I really wanted to do. So I think we're gonna play Fez now. Surprised this guy isn't different after the ending, but also I don't know how they would code that. Similar, they're very similar. It's something supposed to try to get you the idea. Some are completely different, yeah. So it does beg the question. I mean, we don't know what models, like say, like Silver of Straw or other iterators were. Pebbles is like a newer model, right? So if we just know another newer model, they're probably roughly alike. So you could kind of assume who we're seeing. Oh, wow. They added this so much different. Like, what is this? I have ads have started, by the way. Why does that even exist? I don't get it. It's so quiet now. Bug? I know. I've seen the video. Man, it's so hard. This is the stream now. Why? Am I pressing it too early? I think I'm not holding left long enough. Lizard. I probably could just use the ability at the end. That was pretty good though. Mind? Thank you. Why? The same green lizard? So we can't be in a pounce. I think if I slap against the wall... and then use the ability... This region rocks vibe-wise. It's so not like any other region. Like, it's such simple geometry. Which actually I kind of like. I think a lot of people might not like it because of that. Or think it's like too simple. Why? Like the variety? I think it's good. What's some dingus? Have you ascended the tube? Also, did you know there's a way to get to Unfortunate Evolution from Badlands? Because that's what I just did. I'm gaming here. Wrong. Okay. But I don't know why. Like, why is it there? Yeah. Why indeed? Who is going to find that? Who is that for? There's literally a portal, a station annex, or at least cold storage in the area anyway. All right. Is it time for Fez? I think it is. Ads have ended. I'm going to close game for now. And we're gonna launch Fez. I search every battle, whether it's just unreachable. You can reach it. It's just not obvious it's there. Of course. Super. Only thing I could tell you is there's an arrow graffiti in the background. Okay. Set up Fez game now. How do you reach it? I know where it is now. I use the ability, then put a spear on the first little corner, and then you can just keep going up with more spears, or just with the max level ability, you can just kind of constantly cane height and just make it eventually. Is the game with the Saint Easter egg? Yes. Yeah. Hello. Video game. Must change title though. So I did the timing thing. I now have all of the cubes. I am full of cube now. We are now 200%, which I know is not the full completion. Rogue. Missed everything. I didn't play for a while. It was basically just me waiting for the clock for the anti-cue. And that was about it. I am not translating the book, by the way. I'm not translating anything else anymore. This is probably gonna be a pretty short stream. This is the weird room that I will probably just want to be told stuff. Or is it this room? There's a room I need to go to. It's this one. I need to go to this room. That's the room we can actually do stuff. Also, I can magically float, by the way, into this. I don't want to be in that room. That's not good for me at all. Is it this room? Yeah. T-pose while that happens? Kinda does. Whoa! It's hard. I'm gonna go this way, though. It's a cool room. Why am I allowed to go over here, guys? Okay, it brought me back. Wogue 3D. It's still spin. I have to find 3 things to assemble the heart. Dice. I can only assume that's what that means. Just speedrun. Oh. No idea what goes on in this room. Right, is there 3 rooms that are missing stuff? There is 3 rooms that are missing stuff. I've been told literally no one has figured out how this actually is solved. I have no idea how to solve this one. And then I don't know what's going on up here either. That's where we're at right now. If crab exists... Also wanted to ask them, because they were going to help out with stuff for that. Oh, there's a little hand for the mouse. Whoop. What do you want? Hello, crab. Crab summon. Summon crab minion. to help with puzzle. Hello. Which one? Whoa. Look, Crab Nicholson. Leafyoy. Yes. I'm doing alright. I'm probably not actually leaving on Saturday, by the way. So I will probably be streaming on Saturday. Is it this lower one? Alright. You told me that literally no one's ever solved this legitimately. So if you can just tell me the solution, that would be great. Or Google. I mean, it's so weird. Because it's like we kind of have it, right? But only like half of it. We summon the cues, muttering random inputs. Yes. I don't know what A is in this context. I guess it's jump. Press A on the keyboard. Wrong. Stand in front of the cube in first person. Stand on the cube. This is the last Fez stream. I don't remember when I streamed last, but... To left more? What do you mean by that? Like over there? Over here. I don't know what's going on. Where am I? Sometimes my inputs get eaten. Can I have that? I had to float to it. Like the bubes. I shrew. Should I go to the ending now that I have anti-cubes, by the way? Before I get these 3 things? I haven't gotten that. I didn't do that. They said go to the ending thing. We solved it! Yeah! You do second ending? I don't know where to go. Just go down. This doesn't even look like Rainbow. Did I not change it? I didn't change it to Fez, guys. It's Fez now. Hello, Doval. We're playing Giga Puzzle Game of all time. No, sir, you did not. Of course. We were playing Rain World. Now we're playing 3D, 2D video game adventure. Is it this one? Lol. I'm moving soon. Soon I will no longer exist in this dimension. Gone forever. Why is there Monument Valley? I don't know what that is. We're gonna meet our 3D space god. Are you prepared to be a part of that? Also, this game is kind of one of the first to really, I don't even know how to explain it. Like super puzzle games. Where is that? The way the mechanics works is very nice. When this game came out again, it's still weird to me this game had QR codes in it in like 2009 or something. Oh, it's just right here. 2012. I feel like QR codes didn't exist before 2017. Time to magically float up there. Oh! Too high. I assume I was supposed to do this. I don't remember. Whoa. I'm evil now. Gomez time. abominable. Yeah. $19.94. Oh. Trapdoor. I guess we're just here now. It's so smooth when it does these things. But when can I play the drums? Oh, the camera is being taken. I can't magically float as well. Oh. It's gonna just be another level. All of these are gonna be pixels, huh? The purple dimension. Oh yeah, never mind. It's the hypercube. Why hypercube stupid though? Why he no remember? Oh goodness. Oh. Twitch bitrate loves this. I'm sure it does. Nice. A fish made this? Nice. The search of meaning. Don't say that. That was cool. It was all just a video game the whole time. I press enter now. Miss secret ending. Because I skipped it. I have to start again? Okay, it has 32 buff. Gomez dies. It's so zoomed in right now. I cannot look around either. Undertale. Make it go faster. I kind of want to know what it says here, but I also... Doesn't matter to me. Ah, yes. Fill me with the power. Would you like a translation? Yes. Did you just start a new one? There was no continue. I still have 32 of 32 of both of them. Also, I don't remember the glasses being blue and red. I think this is a little messed up, guys. Stereo, oh goodness. Do we need this for anything? Laser. The 2D glasses. Ugh. Says now. Intro for the 5th time. This makes me uncomfortable. Save management. Where? I do question if that actually does anything. Yeah, we do still have everything. Put on 3 glasses. No! Unless you have something specific you want me to see. That was scary. They just kind of appeared. Do you have something specific for me to see? I guess is the question. What was that? Okay. Going to have to clear the mess. Hey, wait a minute. Can you even understand what I'm saying was wrong with your head? Here to have your mind blown. Enjoy your free hat. What a nice man. At which point they then explode and die horribly in front of our eyes. Normal. I see. Is this it? Alright, security question. Whoa. I don't know how to do this. I don't want to learn the language again, even though I have the notes in front of me, I'm pretty sure. As well. This was more the thing I wanted to hear from you, Crab. And Intigus. What could possibly be the solution? Was Alt-Tab security question? Will you be securityed? From your question. I don't know how to... I don't know how this is gonna work at all. Metatron? Whoa! How is that the answer? It's gonna take a little while. I choose you. Was not the correct shape. Oh, we're gonna spell it anyway. T. Just this one. I've made a mistake. Oh, that worked out, I guess. Metatron R. Made a mistake. Is this not correct? M-E-T A is wrong. M-E-T-A. First person. It's supposed to be a riddle. It is a riddle. I just was never going to solve it. Do I just have to push them together? Maybe? Or maybe I'm facing the wrong side, potentially. T... R... The O is wrong again, somehow. I don't know how this keeps happening. I think this is correct. Uh-oh. Is that good? Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on anymore. Why? 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 Is this wrong? Am I just facing the wrong side? Which I could be. it's so much worse now. I think I have to be facing one of the other sides. Alright. M. E. T. A. T. O. Not O. Please drop it. Oh, work. No work. No work, McGee. Oh, that's just something I'm missing. Don't know if location matters. Is this spelled correctly? M-E-T-A Metatron. It, as far as I can tell, it's spelled correctly. Direction of that door. I had it like this before. Facing the door last time. I might have not have been, actually. So if you know if this is spelled correctly. Rotate right once. The letters on this side? So does it gotta spell it correctly in all orientations? You pick it up and rotate? As far as I did pick it up and rotate. As far as I can tell, this is correct, though. After this, tap right once. Whoa. Do I have M wrong? I'm not remotely... I'm looking at this image. It's not remotely. You gotta rotate it a few times. Spelt right on two facings. I think you're also right, Inticus. I think it's gotta be right on multiple sides. Which I actually don't think that's possible. Given what I know about how this works. Best viewers, remove the space. Wow. I'm not a best viewer. They specifically spaced them out instead of putting them together. So we're gonna do that first. It just snaps into place. Best viewers with lizards. Oh! Oh! I don't think these are spaced correctly. What if you just worked? What if you just worked? What if you just worked? Rotates you, rotates you, rotate, rotate. M E A is not a T A T again R O N. Do we space them out on all dimensions, I guess? Got spelled right in both dimensions? Can you even do that? So this is the correct one. Does not appear that you can do that. The light facings. It's correct here. And you can't do it here. You can't do it here. You can do it directly in the back. Let me stare at exactly how they had it. You have to do it in front of the door. This doesn't spell Metatron, though. It doesn't spell Metatron at all. As I understand it, at least. Like, not even a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't spell it at all. What I'm looking at. I'm looking at a person's playthrough. If you're looking at the wiki page, it's because it's unsolved. Whoa. No, I'm looking at the this security question. Maybe it's spelled in a different direction, but it's definitely not spelled. Correct here. One is solvable. The solution that I'm seeing off of this video 10 years ago does not spell Metatron whatsoever, as I have seen it. Is there a reason why it does that? Are you lying to me, crap? Why have you done this to me? I'm a little cooked at this hour. I'm just doing what this person is done for a solution, even though it makes no sense. We also have ads now. Why did that change? That wasn't what I picked up at all. I'm like okay, I guess we just had to spell it in a certain orientation. Because I am basically only turning all of these over once. Still said there's ads happening to me. Yeah, I think it's hard to explain. The people who made these guides do not know what they're talking about. I think is the biggest thing. It definitely has to... It like spells different things on each side. Also, this isn't correct anymore on this side. Where did I spell it? Over here? It spelled it over here. Which is not facing the door. Which is the problem. Oh. I'm escaping. I'm over. Get me out of here. I can no jump over. Oh no. Oh no. It has to be perfectly spaced. He'll treat cues with eloquence. Because once again, was not the side I picked up. Why? It does love to fake me out. The fact it does not just fall down is very annoying. As the last thing I want to do. Surviving Cube World. I question as to why it is like this. I did it correctly. Now I've got to do a purposely incorrect thing. Okay, thank goodness. Why'd that work though? Why? Why? That make no sense. That didn't spell it at all. Alright. Now the only one that super doesn't make sense, and I can only assume I need to have funny glasses. Did from the other side, I spelt it correctly from the first side last time. Wrong. Wrong. How do we get the last thing? What? Simulator running on all sides? No. I got this one. I looked at a picture and just copied it. Easiest for sure. Is it literally just use thing? Observatory. Not an observatory. How do I enter the observatory? Levitate. Simple, yeah, it is not the case. When nighttime. Plus cubes, diagonal line. I didn't have that, that's for sure. I'm gonna assume it's nighttime. But we're still waiting. It's the only place. Perspectives, it's impossible for it to exist in two perspectives, as I saw. Because there's only one O. Is the problem. And only one A, as far as I can tell. Nighttime. Is it different? Alright, I do want to make sure, before I go crazy. I don't know what I'm actually looking at.
They're here. This is bad.
Oh, thank you for a phone. Do you want a hint? Kinda, yeah. Whoa, there's a dot there. You don't need the glasses? Then I super don't know how to solve this. I don't remember a dot. We're gonna look on the other one. There's no dot. I've been here for so long that if I don't need the glasses, I just don't know how you solve this. You actually need glasses for anything. Oh. I'm turning off glasses. For style, it hurts my eyes. Very much so. I am a bit tired. But also, I've been here for so long in previous times. It might just be... let me actually, I think I know. I have a guess. I just have to, let's see that. I can guess. I can guess here, actually. Is it the tunic thing? Might not be. From what I'm seeing. Golden cross tunic thing. Starts at the bright dot, which didn't used to be there. Sacrifices. I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting from this. I know y'all can't see anything, but I was just looking at the screenshot I took of the bright dot that didn't used to be there. I am so tired. I should not be doing this. Because I'm kind of just looking at this dot collection behind me, and I was kind of thinking of a different thing before. What dot? There was one star that didn't used to be there that's much brighter than the others. And it reminds me of the tunic things where you would press in the direction of the things. As they line up. But I don't see how this works at all. I can't possibly guess right now. The goblins. Another hint? I mean, I feel like it's definitely has to do with this dot, but I can't possibly tell what I'm supposed to be looking at or be doing here. Because I can't really see the pattern I want to see. Although I might just be looking in the wrong direction. Is it nighttime again? And I just didn't realize. I thought so. The music's on. Image does not help me. We're gonna get nighttime again, so I get to stare at everything one more time. Remember hearing this song in my sleep. Am I right in saying it has to do with the dot? I guess is the only thing. This screen, like, is the only thing. This screen. Do I want to answer that question? Yes. The only thing I want to know is the only thing that's relevant the dot, and then is the only thing past that, do I only care about this screen? Does it have any, it has nothing to do with this dot. Literally, what could it have to do with then? I don't remember this being there. There's no way it's not. There's no way it's been there this whole time. I feel like I would have remembered this. Do I even care about nighttime here at all? Nighttime does matter. There's a second thing here. Oh. I already solved this though. What else could it possibly be? No, I was free from telescope. It already messed up just so hard last time. There's a red dot. I saw the red dot. Oh, it's blinking. Oh. Whoa. Was this also always there? What the heck's going on? No! It's so painful. I want to go to bed. That's my problem now. Who said y'all could go to bed? You can't go to bed till I get to go to bed. Or I just end stream now and don't solve it. Hitting the grid. Cause I gotta work. I gotta pack tomorrow. Is the main thing. I will die if you don't. I gotta wait till it's nighttime again. I gotta shower. Okay. I give you something back there. We still got quite a while, I'm pretty sure. It's night times around for a very small amount of time. Is my problem. Twitch TV for infinite nighttime. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nighttime. Nighttime telescope. Give it to me. Yells at sun. I'm so confused. It's so long. Oh, all right. So it stopped, so we get to see the whole thing again. And then I'm gonna look at the VOD. It better end before it disappears. Oh, it stopped again. Oh, so you're figuring out the dots? There better not be different dots on each screen. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna look at the VOD a little bit. A little tipped upper. For how long the day is, it is. It is. Okay. The VOD is so not updated yet. Thank you, Philfish. This one. I assume it is left and up inputs. Okay. I gotta have this right here. Now I press play. I already messed it up. Oh, it's so annoying. How much are you and I going through this all blind? So I was told for the obelisk thing because I was told it was impossible. And then I did not want to figure out the riddle. So I was also told for that. I have done everything else myself, though. Oh, I question how that one was done, because I was able to summon the obelisk, and then it's like, the thing's burned. We don't know what the other side is. Although it wasn't a very complicated thing. It was more I had to stand in the correct spot than anything. It's a red light instead of noise. Is it really more? I guess it did hold some of the. It did hold some of the notes. It is odd though. It like holds some of them longer. Also, I guess I just watch the VOD and then I write down everything. Because I'm not gonna, I can't keep up with it in real time. I'm guessing I'm just pressing left and up is all that I'm getting from this. Also. Why has it gotta be this long? Oh, I just pressed it wrong already. I don't know if I could do this right now. Because it's so late. I do want to see nighttime again and then check the other directions. Are these dots always here, by the way? Or do they only appear now that I opened the room? They're always here. I don't remember them. I do hate this. Like, I don't understand why you'd have this like this. If all four sides have something, why? I assume it's just the dot sequence. You want to know if we do? We're gonna see it in a moment, so. Watching Square, the video game. Time passes. I don't see anything. That's the one with the big star, which I also don't remember. It seems like it's just the dots. Am I correct? So the question now is, just to save time, am I correct in saying that this is left and up inputs? That it's trying to tell me? I'm not correct. I don't know what this could possibly be then. Is the thing. My pirate ship Iced is writing it down. Each of the how many per direction? Is it actually just Morse code? I don't see how writing it down helps either. I should write it down, but also I cannot. Okay, I feel like I must go to bed now. I have to stop. It is way. I am much too tired for this. It's Jover. Whoa. Giga Jover. I'm going to bed now. Alright, I'm just gonna end stream. I will stream Saturday. Pray this song doesn't haunt your dreams. Well, I have it recorded now. The whole sequence, so I can write it down later. I don't see how two directions could tell us anything. Unless it's referring to the jump button and the pressing right. If we can figure out where to go next, the map shows gold squares around every section. So you always know where you're missing something in the place. Right now, I'm only missing one thing. So every single thing that has a gold border is completed. And so this is the only white border left. Maybe I'm done. There's a lot of non-obvious things. Just the biggest thing is, if you don't know what to do, go somewhere that doesn't have this gold border like this. And figure out what's going on there. Because you were just kind of frustrated. It does take a lot of backtracking through different areas, and then there's a lot of just specific knowledge stuff where there's shortcuts across the entire map that are not marked. But I do get it. There's also, after a while, you just figure out you can magically fly everywhere, so platforming doesn't matter anymore. Which is you pressing up a bunch of times. I will go to bed now, though. What'll last hit to? I'm gonna go to bed now, so I will worry about it later. I'm gonna press stop streaming.